What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Buffaloes offense will have the football first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Off play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the move. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position, basically you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of let the defensive line gasp trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Salter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Hartman. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cougar! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are. as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Salter. He'll get rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Funmeyer. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ryan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll try the right side. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, and so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The offense changing the play. Toss to the outside. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Trying play action. He's taking the shot. Snatches it on one. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Find some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back.
They get him out rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pulls it in. It's Miller. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Lewis to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone.
Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Hard-hitting tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Lewis wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buffaloes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Lewis to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The RPO, it's complete. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. That's caught. It's Hagan. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis to throw. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And as he throws, with the catch, it's Hayden. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Colorado.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. It's really the most common type of upset we